Welcome back, everybody. I've been all over already this morning, and I just haven't updated anybody because there's nothing to update you guys about. I've had the hardest time ever trying to find a gobbling mature turkey this year. It's really the first time I can ever remember that actually just finding a longbeard to hunt is actually harder than hunting the longbeard. You know, once you find the longbeard, it's easier to kill the longbeard than it is to find one to hunt, if that makes any sense. But I've been all over this morning, haven't heard any gobbles. We're up here at our upper farm, and we're gonna launch a few calls down over this hillside down into the swamp, and with any luck, we'll get a bird to gobble. There was 2 longbeards for sure down here before the season started, but there's some game lands on the backside of this that's been getting a ton of pressure, and part of me thinks that those birds are dead by now, but we'll give it a try here. Well, that really doesn't surprise me. I feel like I'm hunting an endangered species around here. Okay, let's give everybody a little update. Well, it's going to be a big update here. So I'll just run you through my morning here. Well, let's start with last night. So Kaylee and I did a bunch of scouting. We found a couple longbeards on a few different pieces of private, well, one longbeard on 2 different pieces of private property. So we thought, what do we have to lose? We gotta go out of our comfort zone to find birds to hunt here. So we knocked on a few doors, asked permission last night. The first guy answered the door, and I told him, who I was and why I was there and stuff, and he just said, no. I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. Sorry to bother you. No, you're not turkey hunting here. I'm like, okay, man, I got it the first time. You don't want anybody turkey hunting. I respect that. So we left, and so we went to the next piece of property, and we pulled in there, and a lady answered the door, and she was actually the owner of the property according to the tax maps, and asked her, and she kindly said, nope, I don't want anybody shooting our turkeys. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. So we were 0 for 2 last night. This morning, I've hunted everywhere, haven't heard a single gobble anywhere. So I went and put on a bunch of miles on my truck and found some birds on private property again, and knocked on 2 more doors. The first guy came up to the door, and I told him, who I was and what I wanted to do, and he's like, nope, we already have people turkey hunting, and they wouldn't want anybody else turkey hunting here. I'm like, that's totally fine, understand that, respect that, have a good day. The next person is the one I'm kicking myself about. So the next person, I drove up, and there's a big Trump flag right across the living room window, and I'm like, oh man, if I had my Trump 2020 hat, I would totally get permission here. I didn't have it with me though, so I went up, and he was actually outside in his garage, and I talked to him for 5 or 6 minutes, and he said that he just didn't want anybody turkey hunting behind his house. He enjoys watching the turkeys out in the field and stuff. So what it comes down to is I was 0 for 4 on permission between yesterday and today, and that's fine. I respect that. It's really tough to find a bird to hunt right now. You know, I'm on a big chunk of game lands here. I'm going to walk all the way through it, calling every 50 to 100 yards and see if I can't get something struck. You know, just hearing a gobble right now would be huge. I mean, that would give me, you know, so much positivity just knowing that there's a turkey that I can hunt. Because right now, we're struck out. I mean, we don't have any property that's holding any longbeards right now, which is unbelievable. In all the years I've been doing this, I've never had a situation like this where we literally don't have a longbeard to hunt. Makes me nervous for the future of these little buggers, but that's a whole nother conversation. Let's go in here and see if we can't strike up a bird. And on top of that, so I went to Tim Hortons this morning and I ordered a coffee, came around the corner, and my debit card's expired, and my credit card, which I usually keep in here, was in my coat pocket from last night, which was at home. So I'm like, oh, great. Just ordered a coffee, and I have no money to pay for it. So I paid for the coffee with literally coins, nickels and pennies. $2.07 worth of nickels and pennies I paid for my coffee. I got my coffee, started going down the road, went to take a sip of it, and the lady that made the coffee didn't put the top on all the way. Top came right off, covered in coffee. I'm like, yeah, what a great morning to, you know, it just can't get any better. So let's go see if we can't have, you know, any worse luck. See you in the woods. My gosh, look at all the boot prints in and out of here. That's could be considered a good thing and a bad thing for that many people going in and out of this game lands. It makes me think there's probably some turkeys in here, but they are certainly smart and they've been hunted. You can see that there's a lot of turkey sign in here, old scratchings through the snow. So they're in here somewhere. See, this turkey sign right here is a lot fresher. This has to be within the past week or so. I'll tell you what, when I do that and one does gobble, I might need to sit down for a second so my heart don't explode. Well, it's a little after 9 o'clock, and nothing's changed. No turkeys, no turkey gobbles. I think we're gonna walk the edge of the game lands all the way over to the other side and then come all the way up around and loop back to the truck. We got a long walk ahead of us through some pretty steep ravines here. Let's go. That's the closest thing to a turkey I've seen all day, right there. What do you guys think? Maybe give me some luck or something. We'll see. There's turkey scratches all over right here on this ridge top. Even some frosty turkey crap right there. So they're here. This doesn't look like it was that long ago. Definitely within the last week. You can see right here somebody's made a little ground blind. It's a good spot. You can sit right on that log there, and they have a backrest right there overlooking this ridge top up here. Looks like you can see where somebody sat at that tree right behind them. Looks like someone sat there and someone sat right in this blind. Well, I'm coming out to this wellhead that's on public land up here. And look at this path that comes off this wellhead. I think there's been a few people in here hunting. My gosh. That's unbelievable. Okay, we made it back to the truck, and we are still going on 0 gobbles on the day, and we walked a long way. We'll see if we can get into something else here. Okay, so our turkey hunt was a total bust this morning. I hunted super hard. I hit a whole bunch of different woods. I walked really long ways. Never heard a gobble. Really too bad. But now it's about 11:30, and we're gonna go try to whack some pigeons here, and I'm gonna take Scout with me to retrieve them. I don't know how good this is gonna work, but she's gonna have fun either way. Let's go set up some pigeon decoys and see if we can shoot a few. Okay, let's turn on the old mojo and go to town on these buggers. Now we wait, okay? Now we wait. Stay.
Stay. Stay. Stay. Stay. Stay. Stay. Stay. Stay. Stay. Stay.